This is the Marriage Mindset Moment, and I'm coming on today to talk solely about what marriage is not. As you know, I am a life coach. I am a marriage and couples counselor, and I am coming on today to talk to you about this marriage mindset. First and foremost, I need you to like and share this video, and I need you to like and share this video, and I need you to invite 3 more couples that you know that are married that should be in this group, because this group is where we're going to have some interactive conversations. We're gonna kind of do counseling, but online, right? We're going to give you some tips and some tools that can support you in your journey. So I'm talking fast because I'm about to take a trip to LA. I'm about to take a trip to LA in a little bit. My plane leaves today at 12:45. And can I tell y'all, I ain't packed up nothing yet. Okay. And it's 8:30. But it's real simple because it'll be a real laid back. You know, I got my swimsuit. I got my clothes I'm going to wear, things like that, you know. So we're going to be fine in traveling. So I just want to come on and say that before I get myself out of here and try to make it to the airport, that it's going to be a great opportunity for you today to show gratitude in your relationship. Marriage is not a job. Marriage is not a job. Marriage is not a book that you're trying to read and get to the end on. Marriage is not a record that is playing, right? It's not your favorite song that's going to end and you're just going to keep, right? It is a complicated melody. It is a complicated symphony. It is an intricate dance. It is an interactive workshop. That's what I want you to think of marriage. That's what marriage is. If you are with a person, and this is just real talk, and I come across this myself in my own situations, and I talk about it with clients. If you get to a point where you feel like, oh, this is not working for me, or this is not the way I thought marriage would be, then you know that you are actually in a marriage. Because a marriage is not like everybody else's marriage. Your marriage is a marriage between you and your unique person. So if you're trying to make your marriage look like it does on the Cosby Show, look like it does on Love and Hip Hop, look like it does on any other show that you see a married couple, then you are not in a marriage. Your marriage is unique to you and your partner. You're not going to jail, especially the first 3 to 5 years. The first 3 to 5 years is when you're going to stretch and grow, and you're going to learn how to compromise. You're going to learn how to support each other, learn each other's ticks and different little idiosyncrasies. It's when you're going to be more open, to be more vulnerable, to release some information that maybe you didn't release 100% when you were dating. Most people go into a marriage thinking that a marriage is a complete box. Okay, boom, I'm inside the box of marriage, so everything should just fall into place. That is not the way it worked. If it was, we wouldn't have divorces. If it was, we wouldn't have a need for marriage counselors. This whole and all these books, I mean, like, it's over 1 million books that talk about how to save and keep and restore your marriage, right? You have to take time to develop and build your house of marriage. You have to take time to develop and build your house of marriage. You got a blueprint, but you both have to design that blueprint. It is truly a journey. Yes, it is an epic journey. And along the way, just like if you were driving on the road, you could be driving smoothly on a highway and then traffic occurs. That happens in a marriage. If you can drive on the highway and something's in the road, that happens in marriage. You can drive on a highway and you realize you need to stop and pull over and get some gas and take a rest. That happens in marriage. But there's nothing that should ever make you feel that your marriage has to be a certain way, or because somebody is posting a certain way, or because somebody is sharing a certain way. For me, I look at my marriage as this. It is what it is. And I went into the marriage saying, hey, matter of fact, this is my second marriage. My first husband has transitioned, peace and blessings be upon him. And now with my second husband, and today is actually his birthday. So happy birthday to you. And so I wanted to tell you, it's a journey. It's a journey. It is a process. You have to put together the pieces of the marriage house. You got the house, that's the frame, that's the walls are there, the rooms are there. Now you and your spouse have to fill it up with the furniture, with the decorations that you want to be in that house of marriage. If you are coming in thinking that everything's supposed to be done for you and the other person should know what you want, that you want a Chase lounge versus a lounge chair, that you want to have 4 chairs instead of 6 chairs, that you want to have a mug instead of a espresso cup, whatever it is, you have to get to that point, right, where you can have this conversation to remember marriage is not a one size fit all. You are not going to a big box store and getting a marriage. Your marriage has to become unique. People who say they want, people talk about separation. The second thing I want to talk about, can you separate from your husband or your wife? I think that there are times when people do need to separate, but I think that should be the last resort. Because typically, if you separate, that's a sign that you're not going to get back together. If it's more than 24 hours, that marriage is gonna be a harder time for y'all to get back. It's not impossible if you get the right support and the right help. That was something that came in my inbox I just thought about from last night or last week that I never addressed. A separation can occur in a marriage. But if that separation is a continual and you all are not talking during that separation, you're not seeing each other during that separation. And I'm not talking about, oh, did you pay the light bill? Did you pay the car note? Did I get any mail? I'm not talking about stuff like that. If you have separated, maybe I'll do a separate video on this, but marriage is not a one size fits all. Marriage is a unique house that you design with your spouse, your partner, your teammate, your ace, your A1, right? Whatever term you need to put there, you have to create the marriage and decorate your marriage house together, not apart, not based upon what grandma had or grandpa or daddy or the reverend or the people down the street or whoever's on television. Make your marriage unique and solely you and your husbands. See y'all next time. Don't forget to save the date for October 20th through the 23rd for the After the Vows couples retreat. Right now, I'm debating. I think I want to move the location from Scottsdale to maybe San Diego or even maybe Puerto Penasco, Mexico. We're going to see. I'm just working with it. But I'm feeling a different kind of, I'm feeling that I want to have more water access for the couples this year. I want to have it. Yeah, so I'm going to get out of here because I need to go and finish packing. And I need to stop and get some things that we need to take with us to Los Angeles. And we're going to have a great time. I'll see y'all next time. I'll make a separate video about